All right, so I saw a band on Saturday called Lagwagon. Kind of like they were celebrating their 30th anniversary. Well, actually, I think it was like 35, but their 30th anniversary ish kind of thing. And I've been listening to the band for about 30 years, since I was, early high school. And they're a punk rock band, kind of modern punk. And their whole kind of rhythmic approach is based on this one concept that a lot of punk bands do. And because I used to play a lot of this music, I've incorporated this for years in all styles of music, including the sort of folk rock Americana band that I play in now. I do this all the time, and it just comes straight from these punk rock bands. It's based on an octave. Now, when we play on the guitar, we play like power chords, for example, like this. Right, so those are the power chords. And in a power chord, we have the root, we have the fifth, sorry, and we have the other root, the octave. So we have a root, fifth, octave. If I take the fifth out and I just mute the string in between them, I get this octave sound. And I'm muting by letting my first finger here sort of touch the A string. So I'm playing second fret, E string, touch the A string, use my pinky to play the fourth fret, D string. So one of the things that they do, and what I really enjoy as a second guitar player, so if you're playing in a band with two guitar players and you're the second guitar player, maybe you're the lead, maybe you're not the one carrying all the rhythm, to use octaves to color the space. I want to give you an example. I have this backing track here, which is the chords E minor, D, C, and E minor. So you might sit there and think, okay, let's play it like this. Let's see. Or you might think of doing like bar chords. And by the way, this is the backing track from Guitar Interactive Magazine on YouTube, if you want to get that one. So E minor, D, and C. And that's cool, and it sounds good, but we can color it a little bit more and make it a little bit more interesting by using octaves to outline the chords. So let me show you what I mean. All right, so an E minor chord has the notes E, it has the note B, and it has the note E, so that's another one, and then it has the note G, and then B and E. So the three different notes are E, B, and G. So over an E minor chord, I could play the octave of E, the octave of B, or the octave of G. Right? So this note is E, there's the octave. This note is B, or I could even go up here to the B, up here at the 14th fret, octave, and then this note is G, octave. The shape is always the same. So over E minor, let's say I'm going to play the G octave. All right. The next chord is D. Now D has a D, an F sharp, and an A. So I could take the F sharp octave. So if over the E minor, I'm going to play the G octave. Over the D chord, I'm going to play the F sharp octave. And over the C chord, C is C, E, and G, I'm going to play the E octave. So I've got a G octave, an F sharp octave, and an E octave over the chords E minor, D, and C. It takes a little bit of, putting the puzzle pieces together to kind of work that out. But now I've got this new progression that I'm going to play. So listen, I'm going to play this. I'm sorry. Okay, so that's the rhythm I'm going to play over there E minor, D, and C. Okay, here we go. Check it out. Starts over. Now, all of those notes that I played octaves of, the G is the third of E minor, the F sharp is the third of D, and the E is the third of C. So if I take the fifths, right? So in E minor, the fifth is B. So I could go up here to B. And the fifth of D is A. And the fifth of C is G. So now I've got B, A, G. Watch, I'll make that work. I'm going to take it down an octave to B. So. So I got some different options. You can kind of map it out. So now I'm going to play through the chord progression a few times, and I'm going to do some different things. And I'll call out roots, thirds, and fifths as I go. So I'm going to start with roots. There's an E, D, C. Now I'm going to go to a fifth B. Third of E minor. Fifth of D, fifth of C, root of E minor, fifth of E minor, root of D, third of C, fifth of E. Root of E minor to the F sharp, which is the third of the D, to the fifth of C. That's my favorite one right there. Complete contrary motion. That's a cool backing track. Okay, right? So you can, I mean, that's kind of like a modern rock version of it. But you can of course add these to any chords. Even if someone's just kind of hitting like a D chord, like you could just hit an F sharp, like little touches like that, you know. Good writing tool, good arranging tool. Okay, we'll see you guys later.